Hello dear students, in today's video we will discuss the new chapter friction. So in the previous chapter we already discussed about force. So what do you mean by a force? A force is a kind of push or pull acting on an object. So there are different types of force. Suppose if you want to move an object, suppose say for example this duster. So you need to apply a force. So either you have to push this particular object or you need to pull the object. So that time we can say that the force is getting applied onto this particular object. So as a result of this applied force, the object may move or its speed may change or the direction of motion also can change. So these are the things that we discussed. Or a moving object can be brought to rest. So these are all the things that we discussed in the previous lesson. So especially and different types of force that we already discussed. Number one, magnetic force, when north and south pole of a magnet is brought near to another north and south pole. Suppose if two north poles are brought together, so there will be repulsion. If north and south pole comes together, so there will be a force of attraction. Then another force is gravitational force. Suppose if you drop this particular object, so what will happen? It will fall down. So what is the reason? Earth is pulling every object towards its center. So as a result of this gravitational force, the objects, when it is thrown upward, it will start falling vertically downward. And the another force that is called frictional force. So you might have seen, look at this example. So when you're playing football or cricket, suppose if you kick a ball, so what happens? The ball will start rolling and initially the speed will be very high as you have applied a force. The force you are applied and the ball moves along the ground. So here I have shown you the direction of force. The direction of applied force is along the direction of motion of the ball. So what happens to the speed of the ball? So as it moves, as it rolls over some distance, so what happens? Its speed will start decreasing. So slowly, at last what will happen? Its speed will come to 0. So or the ball will come to stop or come to the rest position. So what do you think? What is the cause of this particular phenomenon? Suppose if you got cycle, suppose when you stop pedaling cycle on a level road, so what happens? It will run slowly and at last it will stop. And similarly, suppose when you are cycling, if you suddenly see a vehicle in front, so suddenly you will apply brake. So there what the brake does? It reduces the speed of the object. So here also what happens when you are applying a force on a board, so the board starts moving in some direction, but while moving, as it rolls along the ground, what happens? Due to the irregularities of the roughness, due to the roughness present on the surface, so what happens? The speed of the board slows and at last it comes to rest. So here, this force, what makes the board to comes to rest? That is a frictional force, the force of friction. So we can define the force of friction as the force which opposes the relative motion between the two surfaces in contact. Suppose here you can see another example. Suppose the best example you can see when you are playing carrom board, when you strike the coin, so what happens? It will start moving. Suppose if you are applying powder or this particular carrom board, so the coins will start flying or start moving very easily. So these are the two situations. So that means the one factor that is affecting the force of friction, that is either smoothness or roughness of the surface. If more smooth the surface is, the force of friction will be less. If the surface is more rough, the friction will be more, or the opposing force will be more, so that the ball will comes to rest very soon or very fast within a short time. So now let us look at another example. So what is, suppose when two surfaces, here you can see have made a one block number 1 another block, block 2. So here these two blocks. So here I have showed you this kind of irregularities. So actually, even though the surface of the block, even though if you look at this particular duster, the surface looks somewhat smooth. But if you observe it very closer or with the help of a microscope, so the surface may not look as much smooth. So here what is happening? So there are irregularities, it's not exactly smooth. So these irregularities present over the surfaces of these two objects will actually interlock. Whenever you see your palm, suppose if you rub your palm against each other, you can see after a while it will become hot. So what's the reason? There are the surface of the palm that is also not smooth. There are irregularities. So if you look through a magnifying glass, you can see the irregularities, lines over there. So similarly, so due to the interlocking, when two surfaces, when they are moving over each other, against each other, so what happens? A force of friction is active. It will act always in a direction opposite to the direction of motion of the object. Suppose if the ball is rolling along this direction, the force of friction will be always act along the opposite direction. So, and that results in reducing speed. Here you can see why it happens so. Because of the interlocking between the two surfaces which are in contact. Now, there is a device that is called spring balance. Using this, you can measure the amount of force that is required for the force of friction that is acting on a particular object. Suppose, imagine here due to lack of space, I have just drawn this particular spring balance over here. So, which is actually one spring is inside. So, if you stretch it, you can all see here one scale is also inside. So, that scale actually measures the amount of force that you apply. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So, this particular spring balance can measure weight up to 25 or 100 kilograms. So, there are different spring balances according to the type of use which is mentioned to you. So here, suppose if you attach a spring balance just like this, you attach one end to this particular brick, and if you pull the other end of the spring balance, so the spring balance will extend like this. So as a result, you can see how much is the amount of force that is required to move this particular brick. So this device or spring balance, that is a device used to measure the amount of force that is required to pull one particular object. So it actually measures the weight of the object. Then, what is the reason for this particular force of friction? The irregularities, actually the interlocking of irregularities. So when you cross your fingers over each other, so they will interlock. So similarly, when these two blocks, when they are kept in contact, what happens? These irregularities will interlock. As a result, what happens? Their relative motions will be opposed. So when you apply a force along this direction, the force of friction due to the interlocking of irregularities, the forward motion of this block will be reduced or prevented due to the interlocking of irregularities present between the two surfaces. So that is actually the cause of friction. And the next topic is there are types of friction. There are three types of friction. One is static friction. That is when an object is about to move over a sub-object. Suppose imagine this duster is just lying on the table. Suppose if you want to push this particular object, you need to apply a greater force. So at that time, when the object is about to move, the amount of force which you need to apply in order to move that object is called static friction. So once it starts sliding, so once the object starts sliding, what happens? There is no need of applying that much large amount of force. So during that time, the force is called, or the frictional force is called sliding friction. And the third one is called rolling friction. So static friction is greater than sliding friction, and sliding friction is greater than rolling friction. You might have seen trolley bag, even though it is very heavy, 15 kg or 20 kg, you can easily pull it. Why it is? Because rollers are there, tires are there at the bottom. Suppose if you keep this particular chalk piece over here, and now if you try to roll this particular duster or this board, so it is so easy, it will be so easy to roll now. So that means the amount of force required to while rolling is comparatively lesser. So the frictional force while rolling will be the least, and while sliding it will be a little more higher. And static, that means when the object is about to move, so that will be the highest. So we can say static friction is the highest friction, then sliding friction, then rolling friction. So these are all about this particular topic.